The NFL announced Thursday evening that 58 prospects will participate virtually in the 2020 NFL Draft, which is scheduled from April 23rd through the 25th. 8 of those will be LSU players: Grant Delpit, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Chaisson, Kristian, Fulton, Lloyd, Cushenberry, Patrick Queen, and Thaddeus Moss. The NFL has told the players they want no more than 6 people present at their homes during the NFL Draft, and for those people to be ready who were already living with the prospects.
Wait, what? What if I want to have like a big family party because I'm finally attaining the goal that I've worked for my entire life?
Well, then you're not going to be on the virtual NFL Draft special.
That feels, I don't know. Maybe we have a detail wrong there, which, it is off the bench. But that feels, no, that's right.
In a day in a quarantine.
So you can have,
that's right.
You can have 6 people.
Duh, I forgot about the quarantine.
You can have 6
are you
people.
railing right now?
I forgot about the quarantine.
Well, look,
You're
you
right.
can have
Okay,
6
that makes
people,
sense, actually.
And they ask that they be people that already live with you, but if they are not people who currently live with you, they have to stay 6 feet away from you.
I was just thinking if I was going to be a big pig, I'd want to do like a crawfish boil and get everybody together, but everybody's quarantined. That's okay. Good Friday. Gonna be thankful on this day. Thankful that you can still get drafted.
Joe Burrow was on the big podcast with Shaquille O'Neal talking about his draft night plans.
Yeah, there is definitely some disappointment. I was really looking forward to, walking that stage, walking that red carpet and hearing my name called. But, I think having it at home with my family is going to be just as good. Getting drafted is getting drafted. I don't really have any plans yet because I don't really know what it's going to look like. Right now, I'm planning on just sitting on my couch with my parents and watching it on TV, I guess.
Yeah, and waiting for his name to be called first overall.
Ed Orgeron and the LSU coaching staff received some good news on Thursday when talented 4-star 2022 safety Bryan Allen Jr. committed to LSU. Allen, who is a prospect out of Texas, chose LSU over Texas A&M, Florida, Texas, USC, and many others. Some college football news. According to Adam Schefter, speaking to people in and around college football this week, there is strong conviction there will be a college football season. Uncertainty about when, multiple scenarios are being debated, but they sound certain there will be a college football season coming up in the fall. According to a Seton Hall sports poll, 72% of Americans said they would not attend a game before a coronavirus vaccine was available among sports fans.
Makes sense.
The poll found that 61% of them said that they would not attend. Here was Justin Jefferson speaking on an NFL draft special earlier this week on ESPN, talking about his 40 time.
I expected it. Just going to training and just going to IMG, working with Mo Wells and the best of the best. So he trained me well to get that fast 40 time, and I knew that was the big question of the whole draft was how fast I was going.
Dabo Swinney jumped on First Take earlier this week. He was talking and had optimism about the college football season last week. Here he was talking about what to anticipate maybe if they play in the fall.
I think that there's a lot of discussion that will have to be, have to come forth. And I think college football is very different from the NFL. In the NFL, there's 32 teams. And as you said, college football is way bigger than just the Power Five. I think at the end of the day, the decisions will come through the presidents, the commissioners, the ADs, the TV people, all those things. And whatever is best, that decision will be made. But could it happen? Of course, anything can happen. I would say that's probably more unlikely than not, but I have no idea, what next week's going to bring, much less 3 months from now.
Some NFL news. Former Saints wide receiver Brandon Cooks is on the move again. The Rams have traded Cooks to the Texans for a future 4th-round pick. This will be Cooks' 4th team after he spent his first 3 seasons in New Orleans. He battled concussions and only caught 42 passes last year.
Yeah, it's wild. We talked about it before the show. Just from Brandon Cooks' perspective, what an interesting career he's had. I don't know that I've ever known a player to have so much statistical success without a team being willing to fully commit to him. And it felt like when the Rams gave him that big contract back after 2018, maybe before 2018? Either way, when he got that contract, it was like, okay, somebody's finally committing to him long term. And here we sit just a year later, and he is now gone. We'll go into the details as to what it means for the Rams. The cap hits they're swallowing this season are devastating.
That Jared Goff contract upended him.
Yeah, but that said, like, in this trade, I think they come out ahead in terms of like the long-term value that they're getting. The Texans, so like, yes, the Rams cap situation is horrible and made worse by this trade, but overall I like it more long-term. What the Texans are doing right now, I have no idea, and we can go into it more, like I said, next segment.
Peter King tweeted yesterday at Peter_King. Brandon Cooks is 26 years old. NFL teams have used the 20th, 32nd, 23rd, and 57th picks in the draft to acquire him. That's 3 first and second-round picks spent to acquire one player in 4 distinct transactions. Peter King writes on his Twitter account, Cooks is one of the strangest careers in recent history.
Well, it's like he's good enough to be tantalizing to these other teams that feel that they have a need, but not good enough to make the team that he's currently on say that he's completely hands-off. He exists in just this impossible-to-find middle zone, and it just means that even though he gets 1,000 yards a season, he has to move all over the country to do it.